What's up? It's Ben. Got some new pay dirt. I just ordered several different things. I got one in today from California Gold. I think that's what it's called. We're about to look in the box and see what it is. Got a 3-pound bag, I want to say. I don't remember the grams and all that stuff. We're about to find all this out together. It's late in the day. I don't know how much if we're going to get to do the panning today. I may have to do it tomorrow. But I'm prepared. As you can see, I got boots and overalls on. I love overalls. I just got my first pair. They're awesome. But we're going to try to go outside and see if we can get set up to do some panning before it gets dark. We probably have about an hour of light left. I also got a turbo pan, a 10-inch turbo pan. So I'm excited. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, review it, or do it tomorrow. But I do have that coming, so I'm excited to see if it's worth all the hype. Anyway, let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we got. If we look in here, yeah, I've already opened it, but I haven't opened it all the way. Motherlode Gold Pay Dirt. He had good reviews. I've heard good things about him. I think he had a good review on Miller Prospecting. Guaranteed gold in every bag. So I don't know. Okay, Gold Country. Oh, I'd love to live there. So I don't know if this guy is, if there's a guaranteed amount, but from what I read, it must have been pretty good because I don't like to waste my money. There were some other ones I was going to get that the reviews weren't quite as good, but I did order some more stuff. One of them is kind of unknown. It was cheap, so I went ahead and got it. But I do have a couple more bags coming, and yes, I broke down, bought another lynch mining bucket. I hate to spend that money, but man, it's so damn fun. Anyway, getting back to California Motherlode Gold Pay Dirt, we're gonna go see if we can get set up outside and show you what's going on with this. All right, see you soon. Okay, guys. Well, it looks like even though it's really gray outside, I think we've got enough light to do this 3-pound bag. I decided I am not going to use the turbo pan for this because I don't know how efficient it is. I'm going to test that on some leftover dirt with a known specific amount of gold. So we're going to stick to the same pans that we usually use today, and then we'll save the turbo pan for another video. Alright, let's get set up. Alright, there's one other thing. I wanted to show you what the dirt looks like unclassified. But I also wanted to comment on the bag here. This is a really, really high quality bag. I'm not sure what it's made of, but it's pretty good, and I like that because nothing leaks out in the shipping. So that's always important too, is your bagging material. Now let's look at this unclassified material. As you can see, it's mostly sand with some little rocks in it, which I'm kind of fired up about because my water is not going to get so dirty. But it's clearly a majority of sand, which means the gold is probably pretty fine. We will go ahead and get started classifying this and then panning it out for you. Okay, I hope you can see me. It's really dark out here, but I just want to show you this. The bulk of our material is -30 +40, as you can see right here. Take it into the light. That's the bulk of it. So there's your fun. But I'm happy because I've already got gold in the upper classifications, and this is what's going to be left. I may or may not classify that one more time. I probably will. It looks like there's some powder in there, but I just wanted to show you that while I was in the middle of this. So let's wait for the end. Alright guys, so I just finished panning out the California Motherlode Gold, I think that's the name of it, 3-pound bag. I did get some gold in the upper classifications. I got 0 gold, well, I'm not going to say 0 gold, in the very final classification, which was like, I want to say -50. I'm going to go recheck, but I think it was -50. I actually had some flour gold, and I mean flour, like I had to look at, I couldn't even see it unless I was using my loupe. which has a light on it. So without that, I would have totally poured that out because there was just, it looked like nothing, just a little black sand, but there was tiny, tiny specks. I did draw up a little bit of black sand with it because it was pretty much impossible not to. These won't even add to the weight. It was that little bit of flour gold, it won't even add to the weight, but it was nice to see it there because I had 2 strikes on the classifications above it. Now on the 10 and the plus 10 and plus 20, I did find some gold. I was kind of impressed with the plus 20. I actually found a decent amount of gold there. I don't know what it's going to add up to. I think this bag cost me about 40 bucks. I'm hoping to get at least a half a gram. I'd like more, of course, but I was hoping to get at least a half a gram to kind of make it worth my while. I'm looking at it, of course, you know, gold, man, it weighs so much more than it looks. I'm hoping this adds up to half a gram. We're going to let this dry out a little bit and then put it on the scale for you. That may be half a gram. You just never know with gold, man. That's some deceptive stuff, but I love it. Anyway, so we're going to let this dry. We'll come back, weigh it out, give you some final thoughts, and go from there. So it's been great panning with you. See you soon. Alright guys, the gold is now dry. We'll go ahead and weigh it in, and I'll give you some final thoughts on this California Motherlode gold. So hang on a second, let me set up the camera so you can see the weigh in, and then we'll go through some numbers for you. Okay, so we've got our scale, and go ahead and crank that baby up. What the hell's that? Okay. Zero it out. Get the gold. Not too optimistic about this, but let's check it out. Alright, so there we go. Not quite what I wanted to see, but does 0.42 grams. I was hoping for at least a half a gram. Hope you can see that. Let me see if I can zoom it for you. There you go. So 0.420 grams. Okay, so the we got 0.420 grams. The price of gold today is $42.69. That's about $17.93, something like that. The return on investment, I paid $39 for this 3-pound bag. So we're looking at about 46% return on investment. Not really what I was hoping for. I enjoyed it because it's been a couple of weeks since I've panned any gold, and I was looking forward to doing it again, and it's some pretty little gold, but not quite what I want. Now let's just give an overall impression of the pay dirt. I like that it's different. I like that it's got a lot of sand and stuff. What I noticed was probably about 65% of all of the product in there was around plus 30, negative 20, plus 30 mesh. And that was a vast majority of the sand and substance that's in the bag. And in that there was zero gold. So that kind of aggravated me because that, I mean, it was difficult. It took a long time to pan that out. And I panned it out twice just to be sure it was zero because I used a safety pan. And then I go one step down to the plus 40 minus 30, and again, and there was a decent amount there, I got zero. That aggravates me. Now on the very lowest one, which was the minus 40 plus 50, I believe that's as low as I went. I'll have to double check it and put it in the video. There was no obvious gold. And what I had to do is go in the light and break out my loop because I thought I might have seen a speckle or something, and I broke out my loop. My loop has a light on it, so it illuminates everything. And in that loop, I was able to find, I mean, some micro gold. Like I can't even believe I panned it out. It was not visible with the naked eye. Now I took a couple of pictures of it. You can kind of see it, and it's zoomed in pretty good. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. You'll have to look for it, but it's basically a little bit of gold on the black sand edge. So I was able to get some of that out. Now
it probably didn't weigh anything, but you know, for bragging rights, I got to get some really small micro gold with just a pan. My panning, you know, when I get these big chunks of material and I get nothing out of it, I start really questioning my panning skills. My panning skills are pretty damn good. For someone who doesn't live in a panning area, I usually end up getting everything. And when I run it through my mini sluice, I think total, out of all the dirt I've run, I've found 3 specks of gold out of all the dirt I've rerun through my mini sluice. It's almost a waste of time, but I do it anyway just to check my panning. I think that's a pretty good score, considering. So I'm a pretty good panner, and when I don't get that out, it really makes me, I don't know, I get a little aggravated about it. So let's talk about the packaging was great, the shipping was great. It's Amazon Prime, so you get it in 2 days, and it's free shipping. That's nice. The material was different, and I liked that, and so I would give that a plus for it. Now, the plus 10 only found one little picker, but there was a picker there. And my favorite was the plus 20 minus 10, because there was actually about 15 or 20 decent sized little flakes of gold in there. And I was pretty excited at that point. I thought this was going to be a bonanza, but it wasn't. Now they say they have these bonanza bags or pay dirt, whatever, you know, they all say that, where you get up to a gram of gold or something. Obviously I didn't get that. I seriously doubt that they do that 1 in 2 or 1 in 3. I'm talking about with any company, because I think with the pay dirt I've run, I would have come across more than like 1 or 2. I may have gotten one time. So I seriously doubt that my luck is that bad. As with this company, the same thing. I obviously didn't get a bonanza bag, because I didn't even get a half a gram. Saying I got a 46% return on investment. Now, if you're looking for a challenge, if you're looking for some different type of pay dirt that has a lot of sand in it, which I found to be unique, I'm talking about blonde sand, and if you are looking to maybe check your panning skills to see if you can find that micro gold, it's there. And I mean, it is literally so small I couldn't see it. I had to study it under magnification to see it. So if you want to challenge yourself in that way to see if you can get that, to see if your panning skills are up to par, that'd be a good way to do it. So if you're looking for that, this would be a good pay dirt to buy. If you're looking for something different, this would be a good pay dirt to buy. If you're looking for something with free shipping, or with that you get the Jones and for some pay dirt and you want to get it in the next day or two, this would be a good pay dirt to get. If you're looking for a return on investment, this is definitely not a good pay dirt to get. So I try to give you the full and honest review on what I'm finding here. I don't know that I'm going to reorder this. I did enjoy it. I guess, again, if I get in a jonesing state and I really just have to have some pay dirt, I may do it again. Because it is different and it is challenging. There are some good aspects about this pay dirt. But I'm a cheap ass and I like to get some of my money back. So I like a good return on investment. I know that's not realistic. What we found here today is probably more realistic of what you'd find out in the environment. And I can't say because I don't live in an area where I can do that. Otherwise I'd be doing it all the time. So the pay dirts that you get a good return on investment, I understand that's not realistic to nature. But still in all, this is a hobby for me. It's something I enjoy, something I do to relax, something I do in my free time, just to keep me occupied. And because of that, I like a good return on investment because I want to take that money and reinvest it. As I mentioned earlier, and you'll see this coming up, I did get another lynch mining bucket, and I really shouldn't have done it because I don't have a lot of money right now. But then I was thinking, wait a minute, I have this gold from the last one. Why don't I just sell it, and I can use that to re-up my coffers? So I think I'm going to do that. Why not? Or buy a gold coin, something that has a little bit more value with it. So there's a lot of options with that. And I do save up all the gold from my pay dirt. So this is going to get mixed in with another pay dirt, and another pay dirt, and another pay dirt. And I accumulate that in that sense. And now that it's come to my attention, I can turn around and sell this to a refiner and maybe get a little money to buy more pay dirt. And because of that, I want a good return on investment. It also makes me feel like I'm not wasting my money because, I don't know, it's not like this is helping humanity or anything, you know what I'm saying? This is just something selfish for me to do. And so I want to feel like I'm not just throwing my money away. Not that I don't throw it away on other things, but I just like to have that sense of, yeah, man, I got a pretty good return on investment. Because even though, well, gold is an investment, it's a storage of wealth, and I like to know that I'm getting some storage of wealth. I feel like I'm not just throwing my money away. I feel like I'm investing it. Now, granted, it's a poor investment because even at 80% return, I'm still losing 20% of my investment. But like I said in previous videos, I consider that an entertainment fee. You know, if I pay to go to the movies, that money, I never see it again. If I pay to buy a pair of shoes, well, I do get the shoes for a year or so, so that money's there. But if I go and eat at a fast food restaurant, that money's gone within about 10 minutes of eating that meal. So I don't have a whole lot to show for those things. With the pay dirt painting, I do if I get a decent return on investment, and I just feel better about that expenditure. So guys, this was my full review on this, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you can take this and do with it what you will. I don't endorse anybody. I don't poo-poo anybody. Not normally, but unless they deserve it. But I'm not sponsored by anybody either. So whatever I'm giving you, it's just my impressions on this stuff. If you have different impressions, if you had different experiences, I always encourage you to leave a message in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them if I'm able to. And it also may be beneficial to other people watching this. Let's say you got a Bonanza bag and you got an 80% return on investment. Leave that in the comments so that people who are looking to buy certain types of pay dirt can make an educated decision. That's why I do these reviews. I want you to be able to make an educated decision, because that's why I look at so many reviews, because I want to make educated decisions. And it's not just about pay dirt, it's about anything that I buy that has any money to it. I'll go look up some reviews, make sure I'm getting the best for my money. I'm a value person, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. So that's the end of this review. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. If you don't, then I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit like, subscribe, the bell, all that stuff. It really helps my channel. I really appreciate it if you like this video. And until we meet again, I'll see you later, guys. Take care. Have a great one.